Al-Humazah. Tonight, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will talk about Surat Al-Humazah. Once we are seeing Al-Humazah, we're going to ask ourselves, what is the meaning of Al-Humazah, actually? Let us see if we share a screen over here, choose the tab, I'm going over there. Maybe you will not see that. This is for the just Facebook and YouTube. Okay. By the way, we're going to go back here to see the beginning of the surah. I wish if we connect the computer with... Anyway, no problem, inshallah. If you want to do that, you can bring the adapter from the office. Did you close it, Ammo? Bismillah, here you go. Okay, good job. Okay, let us start. Bismillah. Al-Humazah. What is the meaning of Al-Humazah? What do you think about that? Bismillah. Do we have anyone can tell us what is the meaning of Al-Humazah? The one who is slandering the people. Okay, what's the meaning of slandering? Talking bad about the people. Okay, the question, why somebody needs to talk bad about the people? Just a question, here you go. I'm sorry? To be what? No, okay. I'm talking about the desires in the people, in the human being. Here you go, Sumaya. He's feeling jealous. Okay, that's good. Okay, what's else? What's else? He doesn't like them. That's a good one too. What about you, Musa? Ego. Okay. And what else? I'm sorry? Embarrass the person front of the people. Make them look bad front of the people. Can you help me to turn off that? And what else?
The person that's saying that to the other person thinks that he's like something, like he's really good.
Bismillah. Okay. Jazakallah khair. Bismillah. Turn it off. Okay. The reason behind that, as you said, Barakallah subhanahu wa ta'ala fikum, this is a kind of desires. A kind of desires. Once we have that kind of desire, we can say, Subhanallah al-Qadir. You're seeing that? Okay, خلاص, it's gonna go off. Got it? Okay, that's good. This is ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممدد. Got it? نعم. I'm sorry? Keep it what? Bigger. I think this is the bigger thing I can do. Let me try again. What about this? Is that better? Okay, that's awesome. Okay, we have so far, we have وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. But usually, as we used to do, connecting between the surahs and trying to understand what is the reason behind the name of the surah. What is the name of the surah? Al-Humazah. What is the meaning of Al-Humazah in itself? As you said, what did you say? Slandering the people? Okay. And we ask ourselves, what is the meaning of that? Make the people bad front of the other people. It means I'm just looking for myself. I'm just looking at myself. I'm just seeing myself. I'm not seeing the other people. It's a kind of ego, as you said, Jazakumullah khair. It's a kind of a desires. I want to be the first one, or a kind of jealous, or whatever you can say. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Al-Humazah, after Surah Al-Asr. Al-Asr, after Surah Al-Asr. We're coming from this one. Going to this one. Al-Asr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna al-insana lafi khusr, everybody gonna fall, and except the people, they have الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Ask our sister if you can help her. الذين آمنوا, they believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the day of judgment and the Prophet Muhammad sallam, and following the direction of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and trying to look for and trying to achieve the Jannah. And a lot of characters of the Muslim, they are trying to implement all of that. Am I right? Okay, this is الذين آمنوا. And عملوا الصالحات, they actually implementing what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them to do. And then وتواصوا بالحق, they are encouraging each other to do something good. And وتواصوا بالصبر, they encourage each other to be patient with the struggling of the haqq they are trying to do, and the rest of the community against them, and so and so. Over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Al-Humazah, after all of the characters of the mu'mineen, they're gonna pass the test at the day of judgment, and they're gonna pass the test over here too. It's, in my humble opinion, it looks like this is the first or one of the most important reasons, of the filling of the community. Why the community is full sometimes, because of what? Because of this humazah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ, to connect between the two surahs. Okay, what is the meaning of humazah? We already done. The humazah, it's coming from al-hamz. Al-hamzu fil arabiyyati al-kasr, as he said over here. Just for example, al-hamzu, if you see this one, al-hamzu al-kasr. نعم, السلام عليكم. احنا بنصلي 7:30. الله يسعدك، صلي الله يرضى عليك. انا معايا بس 15 دقيقة واكون مع حضرتك. الله يسعدك ويرضى عليك، تفضل. الهمز الكسر، يقال همز كذا أي كسره. You see that? يقال همز كذا أي كسره. When I make a hams, it's making like I'm breaking somebody else. I'm breaking somebody else. What does that mean, ya Mahmoud? What do you imagine behind that? Somebody hamaza another person, it means he broke him. What does that mean?
Like, you made him feel bad? Or...
You made him feel bad? Okay. If somebody asking me about Mahmoud, what do you think I'm going to tell him about you? He's a great person. He's a hard worker. He is an intelligent person. He is smart enough to understand whatever you can say, or whatever. He is like implementing the Islamic rules. And, I'm going to say that, But Musa came to me and he said, you know what? Man, you didn't see what I saw today. Imagine, Mahmoud, you are seeing that person with a great way. Man, you don't know what he did. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I have to go right now because I have an appointment. And he left. What he left behind him? He didn't say exact words against you. I'm going to tell you something else. Okay. What about Saleh? What about Saleh? You're going to ask me, do you know Saleh? I'm gonna tell you, Saleh Hanan? Yes, Saleh Hanan. Oh man, what you're asking about this person? That's it. You're gonna say, I just want to make a project with him, like a tree or something like that. Oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you. That's it. I didn't say anything wrong verbally, but I said all of the wrong ways, to convince you. Please don't be close, not treat him, not deal with him, not be close to this person with just a face language or body language, or the reaction you're gonna see in my face. Oh, okay. You're asking. Okay, you're gonna make a business with this person. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you. That's it. This is humazah. What I did over there, I broke the person in your eyes. I broke him in your eyes. You came to me with the full page or full picture image. All of the points over there is perfect. But once you came to me and I said humazah, it's like, And this is actually like lumazatu. Yalmizu insana. Yalmizu insana. Okay? I think you're going to ask me right now about Musa. Okay? Somebody, Musa? Somebody, his name is Musa, has come into the masjid and pray over there. Oh, you mean Musa? Okay, yeah. Ah, I know him. What I said. I just made something like that. It means, you're asking about the crazy person. This is lumaza. يلمز إنسانا أو يهمزه. The hamza is coming from the breaking. If you see over here, وأصل اللمز الطعن. You know, اللمز. This is همزة يهمز ويل لكل همزة and lumaza. This is the second word in the surah, اللمز. What is the lams? It's like طعن. You know, طعن, like hitting somebody, or how can we say in English? I'm something like that. يطعن. Stabbing with B or P? B, stabbing. Okay. Stabbing somebody. Okay, that's good. يقال لمزه بالرمح. You know the رمح? The war? Shooting somebody with. Okay, this is the رمح. أي طعنه ثم شاع استعمالها. Anyway. And we have another opinion from Mujahid and Ata. الهمزة الذي يغتاب ويطعن في وجه الرجل. What is the meaning of يغتاب? الغيبة, backbiting, talking about somebody, you know, yes. And اللمزة الذي يغتاب, this is الذي يغتاب ويطعن في وجه الرجل. He said الهمزة, I'm saying something bad against you, you know, and I'm facing you in front of the people, even if I'm lying. But اللمزة الذي يغتاب من خلفه إذا غاب. This is the opinion of Mujahid and Ata. نعم. The Mujahid is one of the first mufassirin. You know, okay. Ata too.
Mujahid said, Humazah is with the hand and the hand and the eye, and Humazah is with the tongue.
Maybe. No problem. This is Tafseer Al-Maraghi. He didn't bring everything. And we have a lot of description about that. As we said from the beginning, we usually going to the original meaning in Arabic language of the words. And from that, we can understand a different meaning, you know, coming out from the roots of the word. Got it? This is, he said from here, al-hamzu al-kasr, al-lamzu al-ta'n. Whatever you're going to describe the kasr and ta'n, this is the different opinions from the scholars. Got it? Anyway. الذي يغتاب من خلفه إذا غاب. Anyway. Okay. This is ويل. What is the meaning of ويل, by the way? الويل التوعد أو الخزي والعذاب. He said أي خزي وعذاب. التوعد, it's like warning by something dangerous you cannot imagine. ويل. Wow. You know? Wow is spelling of wow like W-A-W, W-O-W.
Usually it's like
Woe. W-O-E. Woo. Okay? This is the American English.
Just say wow.
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Woe. This is the right way. Thank you. Jazakumullah khair. Naam, sister.
The difference between lumaza and ghiba?
Lumaza and what?
Ghiba.
Ghiba. So somebody said this is the kind of ghiba. You know, okay, the ghiba, you are saying verbally something against somebody while he's not here. Okay? But the lumaza, you're showing, you know, a reaction about the person, or saying, you're asking about the short man, a long man, a fat person. You know, something like from his, you know, the ghiba actually going, actually, wallahu alam, in my humble opinion, going to the characteristics of the person. And the lumaza is like saying something about the body of the person, or the mental, the mindset of him, yani something like against his creation. Subhanallah, khilqatihi. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. Anyway, over here, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Do we have any other questions? Okay, ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده. The reason behind humaza and lumaza, as we said, we have a desires in this person and the person has a desire, he's not qualified, eligible to be among the Muslim community. They want to pass the test to achieve the Jannah at the end of the day or the day of judgment. You know, once we have a desires, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show us how can we deal with that kind of desires. And we have a different kinds of desires, like a physical desires, you know, between the men and women. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show us the way we can use that desires with and get benefit behind that. We have a desires for the food. This is the physical one. For the food, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us to eat with the halal way and so and so and so. We have a desires of the water or drink or whatever. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described to us the best way to take advantage or to get advantage of our desires. But we have a different kind of desires, like a soul or heart or something like that. Al-ghara'iz al-nafsiyya, like the jealous, just for example, al-ghira, between the people. You know, how can we use that kind of desires with the right way? Al-khawf, the fearness. Just for example, how can I use al-khawf? Al-khawf is a shame on me if I have that kind of desire. Al-khawf. We're going to say, فَأَوْجَسَ فِي نَفْسِهِ خِيفَةً Musa. Musa alayhi salam, one time he was, I don't want to say scared, but actually he was scared. But because of what? Not because of himself. He was worrying about himself. He was, subhanallah, worrying about the da'wah. If the da'wah going to be, you know, imagine the situation of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the day of Badr, at the day of Ghazwat Badr. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was, subhanallah, يعني كان في حالة من ال لا أريد أن أقول من الخوف ولكن من القلق. This is the desires. This is the desire. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us how can we deal with that one. But if the khawf gonna make me a killer of somebody else, now I'm passing the boundaries. If the ghayra, you know, just for example, the ghayra between a wife and husband, this is a normal thing or weird? Normal, you know. What is the ghayra gonna make with this one, with this woman? What is the ghayra gonna push her to do? What do you think? She gonna kill him because he is a nice person like Musa. You know, she gonna kill him. Is that a good way to fulfill my desires with this way? No, but she gonna try to be the most beautiful person in the whole world. She gonna try to be like a nice. She gonna say something good, and she gonna try to how can we say this one? تجمل نفسها, purify herself. You know, to be nice in his eyes, and he will not look at anyone else, and so and so. Now we are using our desires with the right direction. Otherwise, we're going to destroy ourselves and the other people around us. Got it? This is the fun. Okay. Al-hamzu wal-lamzu. Once we have that weaknesses, because it's not a strong person. He's not a strong person anyway, if he's talking about the people. Usually the strong people, they're not caring about the people around us unless if they are trying to give them something. لا يهتمون بالناس إلا إذا أرادوا إفادتهم بشكل ما. You know what I mean? This is the strong people. The weak people, they have a weaknesses in their heart and their mental and whatever. They are looking for the people around them and trying to find the shortcoming, you know, from each one of them. This one is not professional. This one is lying. This one is short. This one is so and so and so. They are looking for another people to find what are the weaknesses in each one of them, you know, to feel they are okay with that kind of weaknesses. But if I am a strong person, I'm not looking even to the other people around me. I am busy with a lot of things else. Did you get this one, Ya Saleh? Okay, over here, because they are making a Humazah and Lumazah, they are trying to fulfill that desires, and the most important thing for them at that time gonna be the money. Because of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, الذي جمع مالا وعدده. الذي جمع مالا وعدده. What is the meaning of جمع مالا? He tried to collect money. Do you think that person going to collect money from the right way, from the lawful way? He is already lying because he's backbiting the people and so on, so on, so. He is already a lying person. At that time, we imagine what is the ways he gonna collect the money through them. Got it? It means he gonna get the money from the different ways, not a halal way. الذي جمع مالا وعدده. What is the meaning of عدده?
Counted.
Counted?
Yeah, like he counted. وعدده.
Okay, counted. Is that haram to count my money? If I have money, I'm gonna count it.
But like الذي جمع ماله
مالا.
المال can come in two ways, in a halal way and haram way.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you do it in a haram way, that's haram. But if you do it in a halal way,
Mm-hmm.
money is okay.
Okay. وعدده, somebody count his money because he want to make sure what is the number. And somebody, he has a desire to count the money. Yani once in a while, he's just sitting to count the money like 15 times. The same amount of the money in his hand, nothing came out, but he's counting them. The first one, and looking at the money with this way. Wow, I have 50. Let me make sure. 50. Yeah, let me enjoy counting. This is a different kind of desire in himself, and he believes in the money more than what he believes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or other things. The point here, why he's counting his money. The counting of the money is not a bad thing in itself, but why he is doing that. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, الذي جمع مالا وعدده. What is the difference between وعده and وعدده? وعده مرة, just one time, or even 2 times, 3 times to make sure. عدده, it's gonna give us a different meanings too. وعدده in itself, or وعدده, he got the money from the different ways, all of them with the haram way. He doesn't care about the way he's getting money from. He doesn't care about that. الذي جمع مالا وعدده. Why he عدده? Because of the next ayah. يحسب أن ماله أخلده. I am safe because of what? Because of the money. As long as I have that amount of the money, I'm going to be safe. He believes in his money more than what he believes in the other things. الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده. What is the meaning of أخلده here? أي, who going to read that? Try. Here you go, Sumaya.
It says that it's making immortal.
I'm sorry?
Like the translation said, it will make it immortal. That is well.
Make him what?
Immortal.
Immortal. Never die. Immortal. Okay. He gonna live forever. Okay. أخلده, it means يحسب أن he think, he thought, or he believed the money, his money, gonna make him live forever. He will never die. Because of what? Because of his money. Or he doesn't wanna die because he wants to enjoy his money. He wants to stay with the money. Nothing else. If you ask me, do you like to live more than that? If I say no, you're going to ask me why? Because من أحب لقاء الله أحب الله لقاء. If you love to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love to meet you. If I'm going to say no, I don't want to die right now, you're going to ask me why? Because of my purpose in this life. What is the purpose of mine over here? The purpose of mine over here to spread the da'wah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and continue my imam's position and so on, so on, so on, so. I want to stay because of something belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want to die because of something belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Both sides, going to the same way. but he wants to live because of his money, because of his position, because of his treasure, because of his, the blessing things he already got from different ways. Got it? يحسب أن ماله أخلده. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كلا لينبذن في الحطمة. كلا لينبذن في الحطمة. What is the meaning of النبذ? ينبذن, it's coming from النبذ. الطرح مع الإهانة والتحقير. مع الإهانة والتحقير. What does that mean? الطرح, it's like kicking somebody in or out. Kicking him out. What does that mean? You're kicking him out. اطلع برا. مع الإهانة insulting والتحقير. You're putting him down. Got it? كلا لينبذن. It means he's going to get this situation at the day of judgment في الحطمة. What's the meaning of الحطمة? He said here, الحطمة, it's coming from الحطم وهو الكسر. Like crashing something. Am I right with that word? Crashing? Crushing? Okay, جزاك الله خير. Crushing. Crushing something. Got it? Is that kind of crushing going to happen just at the day of judgment in the nar? Or maybe he's going to be crushing with a lot of things over here even. Imagine, he is really proud of his money and he wants to live forever because of the money, and he's counting his money every day, looking for the account and so on, so on, so. The only goal or aim for him in this dunya, just collect money. That's it. Got it? Okay. In a while, he's going to lose money, and he's going to lose his children. He's going to lose his position. Nobody asking about him, and nobody caring about him. And, he's going to be alone. He's going to be a weak. He's going to be a sick. He's going to be so and so and so and so. Is that kind of crushing or not? Am I saying with the right way? Crushing. Thank you. I have a lot of teachers. Alhamdulillah. Wallahi, this is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah yazikum al-khair. Allah yabarik fikum ya Rab. Okay? Is that a different kind of crushing? It's not just in the day of judgment. We have a lot of ways to be crushed in this dunya too. Because of that, we need to be aware about the ways of جنود الله تبارك وتعالى. Do you remember? وما يعلم جنود ربك إلا هو. نعم يا عمو. Yes. لينبذن, it's like throwing in the. Do you think anyone choose to be in the hardship? This is ينبذن, like throwing in the hardship situation. If somebody getting sick, do you think he choose to be sick? He went through, but he didn't choose that. This is ينبذن. Okay? But the difference between the mu'min and the kafir, or the wise person, or and the other people, with the different characters. The difference between the wise way and the other way, what's the difference between them? This one, like went through the issue and he is satisfied and he's good with that, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gonna give him, and saying, Alhamdulillah ya Rabbil Alameen, Allahumma laka alhamd, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afiyah. He's making dua for the shifa and so and so and so. His heart connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever he's gonna face, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gonna increase the amount of hasanat for him at the day of judgment and his dunya and so and so. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward him with the different things around him, giving him barakah in his life, and his children, his wife, whatever. But the other way, with the other people, they went through, they pushed to be in this situation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forced them to be in this way. And they don't like that. And usually they are like في حالة من الضجر. How can I don't know how can I translate this one, like a dajar, like a, they don't satisfy. What is the, they don't okay, they're not okay with the situation they have. Anyway, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said لَيُنْبَذَنَّ. Am I answered you, Ammu? Okay, لَيُنْبَذَنَّ. Even if we're gonna say over here لَيُنْبَذَنَّ فِي الْحُطَمَةِ, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can ask with a different way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةِ نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةِ. This is the way to ask the question. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةُ التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described to us the real nine or the real kinds of nar. He gonna prepare it for the disbelievers or the people they were really busy with just the dunya and collecting the issues over here and there. Correct? Okay. How can I answer myself with that question? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that, how can we imagine that kind of hutama gonna be in the dunya too? Because all of that descriptions which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the nar, it's a kind of metaphor if we're gonna imagine that happening for each one of us. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accuse him, to be like a sick person, and he has no way to be out of this situation, he's gonna spend like a $50 million, to fix his heart. And he will not be able to do that. He has wal'iyadu billah, imagine if somebody getting like a cancer or something like that, and the doctor said, no way, we are so sorry. If he has $1 billion, $1 billion, he gonna do anything for himself with that situation? The money gonna be on the shelf. It's gonna be in the treasury, fil khazina. Because of that, we can say, Ya Ammu, Ya Sumayya, we can say, وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةُ. Is the نار الله الموقدة just in the day of judgment and the real nar, or we have a different kinds of nar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can happen in this dunya? Because of that, if you have a hard time with somebody, he's accusing a dhulm of you, you are making dua against him. Just for example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will revenge to you from this person. What kind of revenge over there? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do whatever he wants. وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا هُ وَمَا هِيَ إِلَّا ذِكْرَى لِلْبَشَرِ. Got it? Okay. It means we can find a kind of punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this dunya, because of what? Why we're saying that? Sometimes we need to show the people the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and what he can do with the people. Just for example, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did with Fir'aun. Fir'aun, he was showing himself as the Lord of the Lords. Am I right? But what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did with him, he put him down under the water, over there in the sea, and he lit him with the complete shape of the body, nothing touched him, to give the people a chance to see the ibrah or the lesson coming to us from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of this person. He was denying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the deen, and he was against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly. Got it? Okay. وَمَا أَدْرَكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةُ. What is the meaning of muqada? What is the meaning of muqada? نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةُ. Do you have a translation? You still have a translation, Ammu? نعم. المراد بها النار التي I'm sorry. Fueled. Okay.
It was made.
Made.
Yeah, like kindled, that's the word.
Okay. الموقدة. Okay. when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said العبارة هنا استخدم فيها لفظ المصدر, الموقدة, it means it will never being off. It will never being off. It will never being off. Narullahi al-muqada. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give another description of this nar, التي تطلع على الأفئدة. التي تطلع على الأفئدة. It looks like going directly to the heart. Going directly to the hearts. Over here, can I ask again? What is the effect of the hearts if we have a calamity or musibah wal-'iyadu billah? The musibah, it's coming directly to our hearts or our minds. What is the first thing like receiving the calamity? The heart? Okay, Mahmoud said something else. He's gonna give you a hard time at home. She said something against what you said. Okay.
Chef, there's something called opinions.
Something called opinions. Okay, ما شاء الله. عسل الله يرضى عليك يا رب العالمين. Okay, this is her opinion. You respect that. Oh, ما شاء الله سبحانه وتعالى. Okay, what do you think? You are with Sumaya or with Mahmoud? Okay, when we receive the calamity, والعياذ بالله, it's coming first to our hearts or our minds? Our hearts. Okay, you are with Sumaya. We have two against
Now I
one.
don't respect it.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
Now I don't respect it.
You don't respect what?
I don't respect it anymore.
The opinion, you don't respect it? Why?
I don't know, because
Okay, okay, you're not convinced about the opinion, but we respect that. We respect you have a different opinions. Okay, there you go.
So I think it's mine because like most of all we're gonna think like what are we gonna do to this problem or like
It's coming.
cure it.
What are you saying right now? What we're gonna do? How can we deal with this calamity? And what is the solution of the problem? It's coming after. But I'm asking about the first time, like receiving the calamity coming to us. It's hurting our hearts or our minds first? Touching our hearts first or touching our minds first? Okay, it means you are with Sumaya too. Do we have somebody else saying something different? Okay, it means التي تطلع على الأفئدة, whatever coming as a calamity or مصيبة والعياذ بالله from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's coming to our hearts first. And because of that, القلب هو معقل الإيمان. The qalb, it's like the how can we say the وعاء الإيمان, you know, the place of the iman or whatever you can say. Container of the iman. Okay, no problem. I respect her opinion, Mahmoud. Okay. التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة. مؤصدة in as I said التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة. مؤصدة, he said over here أي مطبقة من أوسطت الباب أي أغلقته. نعم. Close on them. It's close on them. Nobody can open the door. We give example. If we go with the opinion, a lot of calamities or a lot of punishment coming in this dunya, we're gonna imagine this is kind of the disease coming to the body of this person, you know, and the whole of the doctor saying we have no solution. We are so sorry about this person, about the patient. We're gonna send him to the what is the rehab? Just, you know, we have nothing to do. Jazakumullah khairan. Take him to the rehab. Got it? Naam? Rehab. What's rehab? Okay, what's the rehab, sister?
So when someone moves that, like there is no option of a treatment. It's just the person is going to be surviving and taking care of the person as he's living. There is not going to be any treatment that making it better.
It's kind of like the last days or the last moments of the person. Nothing we can do with this person, but we are still like respecting his life. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send him like a miracle or something like that. He's gonna come back without any reason. Allahu a'lam. You know what I mean? This is a rehab home.
And it could be years.
Allahu a'lam. Yes, I know. I understand. I saw that a lot of times. Yes, it could be years. Allahu ta'ala a'lam. Okay. التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة. Once that kind of calamity coming to the person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it really close. You know, nobody can say anything. Nobody can make like a solution, can have a solution. Okay, any solve. في عمد ممددة. في عمد ممددة. العمد واحدها عمود ممددة. You know, this is, imagine if you are tied with something, you cannot even move yourself from, I'm tied with this chair, I cannot even move. from this place to another place. I cannot even like crashing, doing anything else. Even the water, food, I cannot do anything. في عمد ممددة. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this description? Because they have no way to solve the problem and no way to run out of the problem. Did you get this point? They have no way to solve the problem and they have no way to run out of this problem. That's like this is the humble showing up the surah, the meaning of the surah. And now, if you have any question, we are here to answer you. Any question about the surah? Okay. Jazakumullah ta'ala khairan. And let us continue next time, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the different surah, with Surat Al-Asr, inshallah. See you next week, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Barakallahu feekum.